everyone, welcome back to the show. Today, we are covering 3 words that every English learner needs to understand deeply. And I mean deeply, because these 3 words show up everywhere in English. In every conversation, every sentence, every story.
Yes, and the good news is, once you truly understand these 3 words, your English is going to jump to a whole new level. You will be able to talk about the past, the present, and connect them together in a way that sounds natural and fluent.
The 3 words are has, have, and had. And at first glance, they all look similar. They all come from the same root word, but they do very different jobs depending on the situation.
So let us start from the very beginning. What is the root word here?
The root word is have. Has and had both come from have. Think of them as different forms of the same verb. In grammar, we call these conjugations. The verb changes its form depending on who is doing the action and when the action happened.
So they are all the same verb, just wearing different clothes depending on the situation.
Exactly. Same verb, different forms, different situations. And today we're going to go through each one so clearly that you will never confuse them again.
Let us start with have. When do we use have?
Have is used in the present tense with I, you, we, and they. So if the subject of your sentence is any of those 4, you use have.
So I have a car, you have a question, we have a problem, they have a meeting.
Perfect. All of those use have because the subjects are I, you, we, and they. Present tense, those subjects always have.
Simple enough. Now, when do we use has?
Has is also present tense, but it is used with he, she, and it. So when you're talking about one person or one thing that is not you, not the person you were talking to, and not a group, you use has.
So he has a dog, she has a new job, it has a good battery life, the company has a new policy.
Yes, and notice that last one, the company. Even though company is not literally he, she, or it refers to a single thing, one company. So it takes has.
So any singular third-person subject uses has.
Exactly. One person, one thing, one place, one idea as the subject use has. Everything else in the present gets have.
Let me just make sure I have this. I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, we have, they have.
That's it. That is the complete picture for present tense. Memorize that and you will never mix up have and has again.
Now let us talk about had. This one is a little different, right?
Yes, had is the past tense form, and this is what makes had special. It does not matter who the subject is, whether it is I, you, he, she, it, we, or they. In the simple past, you always use had, no exceptions.
So had is easier in a way because you only have to remember one form.
Exactly. I had a dog when I was young. She had a meeting yesterday. They had a great time at the party. We had lunch together. All of those use had because they are talking about the past.
So had just means possessed or experienced something in the past.
Right. Whatever you would say with have or has in the present, if you move it to the past, it becomes had for everyone.
Okay, so now let us talk about the deeper uses, because have, has, and had do not only mean to possess something. They do a lot more than that, right?
They do so much more. The first use we talked about is possession. I have a car, she has a house. They had a lot of money. That's the most basic use.
What is the second use?
The second big use is to talk about experiences. Have you ever eaten sushi? Has she ever visited Paris? Had he ever seen the ocean before that trip? Here, have, has, and had are used to ask about or describe life experiences.
So it's not just about things you own, it's also about things you have done or gone through.
Exactly. I have a lot of experience in teaching. She has knowledge of 3 languages. He had a difficult childhood. These are all about experiences and qualities, not physical things.
The third use I want to talk about is the one that really takes learners to the next level, and that is using have, has, and had to form what we call perfect tenses.
Yes, this is where it gets really interesting. In English, we use have and has with a past participle to form the present perfect tense, and we use had with a past participle to form the past perfect tense.
Okay, let us slow down and explain what a past participle is, because I think that word can scare people.
Good point. A past participle is just a form of a verb used in these tenses. For regular verbs, you just add ed. Walk becomes walked. Talk becomes talked. For irregular verbs, it changes differently. Eat becomes eaten. Go becomes gone. See becomes seen. Write becomes written.
So the present perfect is have or has plus that past participle form of the verb.
Right. I have eaten breakfast. She has gone to the store. They have finished the project. We have seen that movie.
And what does the present perfect mean exactly? Why not just say, I ate breakfast or she went to the store?
Great question. The present perfect connects the past to the present. When you say, I have eaten breakfast, you are saying the eating happened in the past, but it's relevant to right now. Maybe someone is asking if you're hungry. You say, I have already eaten.
So it's not just about when something happened, it's about the connection between the past action and the current moment.
Exactly. I have lived in this city for 10 years means I started living here 10 years ago and I still live here now. The past and present are connected. What about, I have just finished my homework? That feels very present even though finishing happened a moment ago. Yes, just finished, already done, never done before, ever done, how many times done, these are all ideas that the present perfect handles beautifully. It gives you a bridge between past experience and present relevance.
Now let us talk about the past perfect. When do we use had with a past participle?
The past perfect is used when you are talking about the past, but you want to show that one thing happened before another thing in the past. Two past events, and you want to show which one came first.
Can you give an example?
Sure. When I arrived at the station, the train had already left. So, two things happened in the past. I arrived, the train left. But the train left before I arrived. To show that earlier event, you use had left.
So, had plus past participle is like going even further back in the past while already talking about the past.
That's a perfect way to put it. You are already in the past and you need to go back further. Had is your time machine.
She had never tried Indian food before she visited Mumbai. So, before the visit, at some point in her past, she had never tried it.
Exactly. And once she visited Mumbai, that changed. But up until that point in the past, she had never tried it.
By the time we got to the cinema, the movie had already started.
Perfect use of past perfect. The movie starting happened before we got to the cinema, both in the past, but one before the other.
Okay, now let us talk about some of the most common mistakes people make with have, has, and had.
Yes, let's do this because I think this will really help listeners catch themselves when they are about to make an error.
Mistake number 1, using have with he, she, or it, saying he have a car instead of he has a car.
This is probably the most common mistake among beginners. The rule is clear. He, she, it always take has in the present. Always. No exceptions.
Mistake number 2, using has or have when you should use had for the past, saying yesterday I have a meeting instead of yesterday I had a meeting.
Yes, if there's a past time marker like yesterday, last week, in 2010, when I was young, those signal simple past and you need had.
Mistake number 3, using had when you should use have or has for the present, saying she had a new phone right now. That sounds wrong because right now is present, but had is past.
Right. Time markers help you choose the right form. Right now, currently, today, at the moment, all point to have or has. Yesterday, last year, ago, when I was, all point to had.
Mistake number 4, forgetting to use have or has when forming the present perfect, saying I eaten lunch instead of I have eaten lunch.
Yes, the present perfect always needs have or has before the past participle. You cannot drop it. I have eaten. She has gone. They have arrived. The have or has must be there.
Mistake number 5, using the wrong past participle, saying I have went instead of I have gone, or she has ate instead of she has eaten.
This comes from not knowing irregular past participles. Go becomes gone, not went. Eat becomes eaten, not ate. See becomes seen, not saw. These need to be memorized over time.
And mistake number 6, overusing the present perfect when simple past is better. In American English especially, if you mention a specific finished time, you use simple past, not present perfect.
Right. I saw that movie last night, not I have seen that movie last night. Once you name a specific finished time, the connection to the present is gone, so you use simple past.
So, have I seen that movie is fine if you are just asking about experience, but I saw it last night names the specific time, so you use simple past.
Exactly. The present perfect works best without a specific finished time. Ever, never, already, yet, since, for, just. These words often go with the present perfect.
Let us go through a few quick examples using those words.
Have you ever been to Japan? I have never tried skydiving. She has already submitted her report. We have not finished yet. I have lived here since 2018. He has worked there for 5 years. She has just called me.
All of those feel natural and connected to the present moment.
Right. None of them say exactly when in the past. They just say it happened or did not happen, and it is relevant to now.
Now I want to talk about have as a main verb versus have as a helping verb, because I think this confuses a lot of people.
Good point. Have can do 2 different jobs in a sentence. Sometimes it is the main verb, meaning to possess or experience. I have a book. She has a headache. They had a wonderful trip.
And sometimes have is a helping verb. It helps another verb form a tense. I have finished the work. She has been waiting. They had already eaten.
When it is a helping verb, it's not really about possession. It's just doing a grammatical job to show the tense. The main action is in the other verb.
So in I have a book, have is the main verb, and a book is the thing being possessed. But in I have finished my book, have is helping the verb finished show that the action is complete and connected to now.
Exactly. 2 jobs, 1 word. Context tells you which job it is doing.
Let us talk about questions and negatives, because learners sometimes struggle with how to use have, has, and had in those forms.
For questions in simple present, you use do or does with have. You do not say, have you a car? You say, do you have a car? Does she have a sister?
And for negatives in simple present, you say do not have or does not have. I do not have time. He does not have a phone.
But for questions with the present perfect, you just flip the subject and have or has. Have you ever been to London? Has she finished her work? No do or does needed.
And for negatives in the present perfect, you add not after have or has. I have not seen that film. She has not called back.
For past perfect questions, you flip had and the subject. Had you met her before? For negatives, you say had not. I had not realized the mistake.
Great. Now, let me ask you a question that I think many learners wonder about. How do you know if something should be present perfect or simple past when both could sound okay?
The key is to ask yourself 2 things. First, is the time finished or still relevant? If you are thinking about a specific finished moment in the past, use simple past. If the time is not specific or if the action connects to now, use present perfect.
Second question.
Does the when matter here, or just that it happened? If the when matters, use simple past. If only the fact that it happened matters, use present perfect.
So if someone asks, have you ever eaten mangoes, they just want to know about your experience. The when doesn't matter.
But if someone asks, when did you eat mangoes, they want the specific time. You say, I ate mangoes last summer. Simple past.
That is such a clear way to understand it. When does the when matter?
Exactly. Ask yourself, does the when matter here? That will point you to the right tense most of the time.
Let us do a quick confidence round for our listeners. I will give you a sentence with a blank, and you fill in have, has, or had.
Let's do it.
She blank a new apartment now.
Has. She has a new apartment now. Present tense, third person singular.
I blank finished my homework already.
Have. I have finished my homework already. Present perfect with I.
By the time he arrived, she blank already left.
Had. She had already left. Past perfect showing one past event before another.
They blank 3 cats when they lived in the countryside.
Had. They had 3 cats. Simple past, talking about possession in the past.
We blank never visited that museum before today.
Had. We had never visited that museum before today. Past perfect showing no experience up to that point in the past.
He blank been working at that company since 2020.
Has. He has been working there since 2020. Present perfect continuous showing it started in the past and continues now.
You passed with full marks.
And I'm sure all our listeners did too. These things click when you hear enough examples and practice enough.
Let us close with some confidence-building words for everyone listening.
Yes, if you've been mixing up have, has, and had, don't be hard on yourself. These are genuinely tricky. Even people who speak English every day sometimes pause on the perfect tenses.
The fact that you are here learning about them means you're already ahead of so many people.
Start small. Get have versus has right first. That's just a matter of knowing your subjects. Then move on to using had for the past. Then slowly start using the perfect tenses.
You don't have to learn everything at once. Language learning is a journey. Each step builds on the last.
Read in English. Listen in English. Notice when have, has, and had are used. Your brain will start to feel when something sounds right or wrong. That feeling is your instinct developing, and it's a very good sign.
And never stop speaking just because you're afraid of making a mistake. Mistakes are how you learn. Every error you make and notice is your brain getting stronger.
We believe in you. You've got this. And yes, we used have correctly right there.
Ha, we did. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. We hope this gave you real clarity and real confidence with have, has, and had.
Keep going. Keep learning. See you in the next episode.